Hey guys, I'm Thrack. I'm going to be playing some of my own music and a few covers. I don't have any songs that are about Bluey, but I do have a lot of songs that are about good vibes and love, so let's go. We traded sails for open skies and left behind our friends and lives. It's hard to track each waking day as we watch our sun fade far away. We search out far with time to waste, have adventures deep in space. Oh, home I shan't forget you as we're traveling pretty far. We give it up to search ourselves for life among the stars. Shot our ship with the newest tech, run up and down the spacious deck. Perhaps a home we've yet to find, the friends, the search, the danger we don't mind. We search out far with time to waste, have adventures deep in space. Oh, home I shan't forget you after traveling pretty far. We give it up to search ourselves for life among the stars. We search out far with time to waste, have adventures deep in space. Oh, home I shan't forget you as we're traveling pretty far. We give it up to search ourselves for life among the stars. Alright, so if you know anything about me, you know how much I love the Longest Johns. And this next song is by them, and it's a song about a ship. It's actually not by them. I don't know the original artist, but I'm doing it in their style. And it's a song about a ship, but it's got a pretty good message to it, so it's a real picker-upper. She went down last October in a pouring, driving rain. The skipper, he'd been drinking, and the mate, he felt no pain. Out close to 3 Mile Rock when she was dealt her mortal blow. Then the Mary Ellen Carter settled low. There were just us four aboard her when she finally was awash. She's worth $250,000 floating at the dock. But the ground she made and sea went down, it caused us to proclaim, let the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. May her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. All those who loved her best and who were with her till the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. All spring now we've been with her on a barge led by a friend. 3 dives a day in a hard hat suit, and twice I've had the bends. Thank God it's only 60 feet and the currents here are slow, or I'd never had the strength to go below. Well, we patched her rents, stopped her vents, dog hatch and portholes down, put cables to her fore and aft and girded her around. Tomorrow noon we'll hit the air and then take up the strait and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. May her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. All those who loved her best and who were with her till the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Well, we couldn't leave her there, you see, to crumble into scale. She saved our lives so many times, fighting through the gale, and the laughing drunken rats who led her to her sorry grave, well, they won't be laughing in another day. And to you for whom adversity has dealt its mortal blow, the smiling monster's lying to you every way you go. Turn to and put out all your strength of arm and heart and brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken, your life about to end. No matter what you lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter, rise again, rise again, rise again. May her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, below who loved her best, and who will serve her till the end. Make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. So this next song, this one is one that I wrote with my friend. Shout out to Jesh. This one's called Wondrous Things, and it's about, you know, the world being happy. Smile, visit friends and laugh a while. It's not even that hard, and you don't have to look far in this world, in this world, in this world, in this world. I wake up every morning and I always say, isn't this the clearest day? And I can't wait to see my friends. It feels like we've always got something new, and one day the world's gonna see us too. We're explorers till the end. Here we go, start the show. Spreading love is what I know, and happify the place. We're always in good taste. Take a leap outside. Take a long, long look at what you'll find. You don't have to hide. It's been waiting for you all this time. Feel the air, make a smile. Visit friends and laugh a while. It's not even that hard, and you don't have to look far in this world, in this world, in this world, in this world. Felt like it'd never end, and we do it all again. I'm glad that we could be here, and we'll face the future without fear. Take a leap outside. Take a long, long look at what you'll find. You don't have to hide. It's been waiting for you all this time. Feel the air, make a smile. Visit friends and laugh a while. It's not even that hard, and you don't have to look far in this world, in this All right, so this next song is it's actually from a different show. It's called Centaurworld, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. If you don't know the song, check it out. Our roots reach down, our branches rise from sky to ground. Our wooden eyes have gazed upon desire's hope and greed. But to each soul who walks this way, a tree disclaimer we must say: we give not what you want, but what you need. For the greenery has always seen the reason and the rhyme. We've had nothing but time since we've been seeds. And you might believe you know your truth, but the truth cannot be lies. And you might just be surprised by what you need. What you need, la 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 la, what you need. Oh, you might just be surprised by what you need. What you need, la 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 la, what you need. Oh, you might just be surprised by what you need. Alright, so I don't really have as much to say about this next one. It's the first song I ever wrote. It's about sailing. I like piratey things. Started off sailing in the deep ocean blue, the search without sleeping, adventure all new. I'm off running wild with my friends left behind, so climb aboard for a wild ride. I've traveled this far, made tons of new friends, hope deep in my heart the adventure won't end. The sea may be wild, but the ship weighs a ton, sailing into the sun. Cut through the aisles on a ship made for 20. The food's all stocked up and of fun there is plenty. The gales rock the ship and the waves toss and turn. The sunshine leaves a burn. Traveled this far, made tons of new friends. Oh, deep in my heart the adventure won't end. The sea may be wild, but I'm out having fun, sailing into the sun. Found me an island with fresh fruit and trees. Waves on the shore, feel the warm ocean breeze. I feel for a moment that twinge of homesick, so I jump back on the deck. I traveled this far, made tons of new friends. Oh, deep in my heart the adventure won't end. The sea may be wild, but you'll know when I'm done, sailing into the sun. Maybe wild on my ship, all for one, sailing into the sun. Alright, so this next one is it's a cover of Forever Free Brony's Under the Sun, and this is my favorite song by him. It's just so good. I love it. Look at the blue that covers the sky. Look away, then shield your eyes. The future's looking bright. It takes away your sight, yeah. Lay in the sunlight. Just sit back. Just sit back. Follow your mind or follow your heart. Follow the leader out of the dark. Your energy will drain. It's more than just a game, yeah. Forget the sunset, just relax, just relax. Whoa. Roll through the grass, run with the wind. Wake up and greet yourself with a grin. Dry up the rain, count out the days. Wish all your thoughts and troubles away. Bathe in the light, 'cause summer's begun. That's what it feels best, prepare for the worst. Listen a while or read your words. You think you're pretty tough, well, it sounds simple enough, yeah. When it's all over, come on home, come on home. Whoa. Roll through the grass, run with the wind. Wake up and greet yourself with a grin. Dry up the rain, count up the days. Wish all your thoughts and troubles away. Bathe in the light, 'cause summer's begun. That's what it feels like under the sun. Whoa, whoa, that's what it feels like under the sun. Roll through the grass, run with the wind. Wake up and greet yourself with a grin. Dry up the rain, count up the days. Wish all your thoughts and troubles away. Bathe in the light, 'cause summer's begun. That's what it feels like under the sun. Whoa, whoa, that's what it feels like under the sun. All right. So this next song, it's by you may know it. It's by Chesney. If you know who that is, he's slightly bigger than me. And it's just like I said, I like pirate music, and it's about being a pirate out on the seas. So, big fan of it. Ironically, it's just called Pirate Song. Wish I was a pirate shipwrecked down in Mexico. The oceans turn to silver and the beaches turn to gold. I'd make love to some senorita in that town, and I'd get on my boat and I'd sail the ocean round. I was a pirate out there under my own flag, running for no reason and no reason to turn back. Salt and rum on my tongue, sails tattered and torn, laughing in the devil's face and riding out the storm. Ooh, one of these days, gonna get off of this highway, wake up in some bay with the sunshine on my face. St. Christopher on a silver chain, say a prayer and sail away. Gonna get off of this highway, lay back in some bay with the sunshine on my face. St. Christopher on a silver chain, say a prayer, sail away. I wish I was a pirate on some ghost ship in the night, with nothing but the stars, the moon, and faith to be my guide. Steady as she goes, with my back to the wind. Then in a cloud of cannon smoke I disappear again. This one is another smash hit by the Longest Johns, with a similar chord progression. Well, we're going around the cave, go to shores to find 900 miles of wind and waves smashing up the sides. We're going around the cave, there is no other way. For trade and king and countrymen will brave the foam and spray. So tell my love that I'll be back someday. It's rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. When I return, I swear I'm gonna stay. So rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. I left my home and land to sail a clipper ship into the parts of my own map that barely had been writ. I must be out my mind to leave England in my wake, but I'll get that silver in my ear. We're going around the cave, so tell my love that I'll be back someday. It's a rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. When I return, I swear I'm gonna stay. So rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. It's a long way home, but many miles to go. There's a gale that's trying to drag us all below, and I long to dream of any better fate. But what awaits the brave around the cape? I heard the sailors say, by God, you must be mad. There's waves as tall as houses and the gales will knock you flat. But when the storm is stead and the fog is thick as mud, let's pray for your deliverance and pray you rightly should. So tell my love that I'll be back someday. It's a rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. When I return, I swear I'm gonna stay. So rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. So tell my love that I'll be back someday. It's rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. When I return, I swear I'm gonna stay. So rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll away. All right, and we are actually down to my last song for my set. I hope you've all had a wonderful time. This song is another one of mine, and I had a lot more covers than my own. But this song has nothing to do with Bluey. I just like the story I wrote for it. And yeah, it's about My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, if you've ever seen that show. And it's about an earth pony, so... Traveled across Equestria up to its mightiest shores. The pirate life, it drew me in and has me wanting more. But as I boarded my first ship, my will it had been torn to do the things that others do, pick a side unicorns. How do you carry a sword as an earth pony? Do you hold the hilt between your teeth or grab it with your knees? How am I expected to fight on land and sea? And how do you carry a sword as an earth pony? Well, my first trip around, I knew that something wasn't right. I can't look out, can't hold the rope, or produce natural light. The captain takes one look at me, and he begins to say, if you can't keep up, you'll be sent to sea in far less than a day. How do I hoist the sails as an earth pony? I grip the rope between my teeth, but it slips out constantly. How am I expected to survive out here at sea? And how do I hoist the sails as an earth pony? Tried it all from bow to stern, I'm working day and night. Did my best, but I'm concerned I'll never get things right. I'm loyal and I'm honest, yes, I'm kinda damn funny too. I'll overcome and make this work, there must be something I can do. I think I can be a pirate as an earth pony. I know how to cook and how to heal with natural remedies. I can even fix the very board to separate us from the sea. Maybe this old ship could use an earth pony. Hey, look at me, I'm proud to be an earth pony. The crew can use my expertise and they like meals cooked for free. I found a way to make it out here on the open sea. I'm proud to be a pirate and an earth